Hello and welcome back. Today is a bit of a special update episode. I'm taking a break from making sauces just so that I can get this video out to you guys. I'm going to be discussing the seed pack that I've been working on with Yucca Fatali, and we'll be talking about what seeds are in there, as well as a little bit of a competition that's going to be a part of that seed pack. Another bonus is that I'm going to be doing a bit of a giveaway today as well. Not that seed pack, but something else that I'm sure you guys are going to like. So stick around to the end of the video to find out about that. Let's talk about why I decided to create the seed pack in the first place. I thought it'd be a great idea for you guys to be able to grow along with me during the 2020 season. And I'll be dedicating a section on each of my update videos for next year, my garden update series, just to the seed pack so that you guys get to see the progress of mine, because I will be growing exactly the same seeds. You'll be able to track the progress of mine against yours. And if you're a first time grower or even a second time grower, it might give you a bit of reassurance about the progress of your own chilies. The other reason is that at the end of the season, I'm going to be creating sauces or spice mixes or a couple other things that'll be quite interesting for you using these exact chilies as well. I'll make it very clear which videos those will be. And I thought that would be pretty fun as well, so that you guys have something to do with each of these chilies. Another reason I wanted to create the seed pack is because I wanted to have a competition with you guys, similar to the one that I had this year with Tony from UK Here We Grow, where we try to grow the largest poblano and the longest spaghetti pepper. Now, the spaghetti pepper, mine didn't germinate, so Tony won that by default because he managed to get a few of his to germinate and he got some peppers off of it. And the poblano, he managed to get one that was 20 grams heavier than mine. So congratulations again, Tony, well done. And I'm looking forward to a rematch. But back to the seed pack, there is a chili in here that we are going to have a competition. Now, I'm still deciding whether there's going to be prizes in it. It's unfortunately a bit too easy to cheat with the type of competition I'm going to suggest, but there might be token prizes, maybe some seeds. There'll be something at the end, but hopefully you guys are going to be on the up and up. I know 99% of you wouldn't even dream of cheating, but hopefully we can make it a fun competition and it'll be very cool to see the progress throughout the season. So let's talk about that chili first. The chili that we're going to be having the competition with is the Ancho Poblano. This is a black poblano that can grow pretty massive, and the competition will be to see who can grow the heaviest one. Whether you're entering the competition or not, it doesn't really matter. This is still a delicious pepper and it will go great in some of the recipe ideas I have for the end of the year. So either way, you're onto a winner here. So that's the first chili that we have on the list. The next pepper on the list is the Cayenne Pepper. Now, I had to do a bit of convincing to Yucca to get this included. He couldn't understand why I wanted such a boring pepper inside the seed pack, but I made it clear that it's such an important pepper to me. When you're making hot sauces, there's a few things that you might be going for when you're making that hot sauce. It might be just pure heat, but for me, it has to have a good flavor as well, and the cayenne is just such a great addition. It is just delicious. It has a decent amount of heat, and it's got that lovely sweet flavor, and it's just so versatile. So it had to be in the pack, and of course you can follow along next year when I make my Blazing Buffalo. You can make your own one as well, which is a Louisiana style hot sauce. The next chili on the list is a jalapeno, but not just any old jalapeno. This is a Jalapeno Mammoth. These are some very, very big jalapenos. They're not as spicy as your standard jalapeno that you might buy in the store or that you might have grown in the past, but they are huge and they're just great for stuffing. There still is some heat to it, so you'll still get a bit of a kick, but like I said, not as spicy as your normal jalapeno. But these will go great stuffed or wrapped in bacon, and I'll show you a few ideas for that next year as well. The next chili on the list is one that I wanted to add because I want to make a really delicious dried spice next year, and I couldn't think of a better pepper than this one. This one has massive harvests and it just tastes delicious. It's the ají crystal. It comes from Chile and it's part of the Capsicum Pubescence family of peppers, and it's delicious. It's got a decent amount of spice and it's got this sweet sort of lemony, citrusy sort of flavor, and it just makes an amazing dried spice. I'm sure you're going to see a couple videos of mine coming up very soon where I've used something similar, or even actually the ají crystal in some dried spices. So that one is on the list as well. The next chili on the list is one from the Capsicum Pubescence family of peppers. And I chose this because if you are a first-time grower, or sometimes even seasoned growers, you might not have actually grown a Capsicum Pubescence type of chili. It is very unique, and I think it's something just great to show the variety of chilies that are out there. So if you are a beginner and you've never grown one of these, it's going to be a bit of an experience for you. The seeds themselves, they're actually black. The leaves and the stalks and everything are quite furry, and they're just a very interesting tasting pepper as well. They disarm you with how sweet they actually are, and then suddenly that heat kicks in. It's a unique heat profile as well. So I've got some really cool sauces and spices that I want to make next year that I'm sure you guys are going to love. And that one it's relatively spicy. It's not terrible, but it'll give you a decent kick, I think. So we're on to the sixth and final chili pepper. Now you would have noticed I haven't mentioned any super hots yet. That's because I left that to the very end. The chili pepper we're going to be growing is one that is arguably hotter than the Carolina Reaper. I'm not going to get into arguments about which pepper is the hottest in the world. I think at this sort of Scoville rating, does it really matter 50,000 or 100,000 one way or the other? You aren't going to know the difference. It's going to burn your face off either way. The chili we're going to be growing is the Moruga Scorpion. This is a seriously hot pepper. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be growing that, and we'll be doing some cool things with that as well. Not only sauces, but there'll be a tasting, and I have an idea for a bit of a video live stream maybe, where I want to get you guys tasting them as well. We'll see how that goes, but I have some ideas about how we're going to do that. But there will be some sauces that I'll be using the Moruga Scorpion in. So if you want a killer hot sauce, that's going to be the ingredient. There we have it, our 6 chilies that are included in the seed pack. And I think it's a great variety, especially for beginners. If you are starting out, you may not know, which type of chilies are going to be the type of chilies you want to grow in the future. This will give you a good basis for the types of chilies that you might want to grow. You might find that you have a real bug for the Capsicum Pubescence type of chilies, or even the Capsicum Bactum, which a lot of people are big fans of. But it's a good variety. There's going to be some amazing sauces and recipes at the end of the season as well, and I'm really looking forward to having you guys grow along with me. Before we head out to the greenhouse and the polytunnel, don't forget there is a giveaway, so stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can enter. But for now, let's head outside. Let's go and check out what's going on in the polytunnel first of all. Let's see if my peppers that I hung up have started to ripen. So let's go have a look. Oh, it's a sad sight. All my plants. Let's go have a look. So these are my banana peppers, but I'm more interested on the other side there. So let's try and get through here. So this here is the one that I hung, which I said we should keep an eye on. And one of them has indeed ripened up nicely. The other one is still very green. A big part of this ripening process is that it needs sun as well. And we've actually had so much rain recently, it's been ridiculous. But we can see that's almost fully ripe. It's still firm, it hasn't gone off or anything like that. So I'm gonna leave that up there for now. And we'll see if that green one also ripens up. I kind of doubt it will, but we'll keep an eye on it. We can see down here, some of them have gone a bit funky, but I think this was funky before we even started. So there, take that off. Don't want that affecting. You can see the leaves are all falling off. But you can see these others are ripening up. That one is gone. I'm not going to use that. But we've got some others here that have ripened up nicely. So this is just a bit of a last-ditch effort to ripen as many as you can. And we can see I've got quite a few, and I'll come in here a bit later and pick them. The banana peppers as well. You can see that was pure green the last time. And it's starting to ripen up nicely. So I'll just leave that hanging. Let's go have a look inside the greenhouse. So if we have a look at the greenhouse, we can still see it is looking very, very green, and there's quite a few ripe peppers there. So we can see here, the plants are still looking quite lush. We've stopped watering about 2 weeks ago, and I actually expected these to start really showing signs of dying off. but they haven't, and I think that just goes to the strength of having a greenhouse, decent placement, so still getting some sunshine. But I do know that if I was still watering these, they would actually look worse than they do right now. The water itself would freeze because we have had sub-zero temperatures, and these plants would not be very happy. But we can see that we still have some that are ripening up. We have some that are rotting. I need to get rid of that. That doesn't look great. And I know I've still got a few harvests to go here. I know today I'll be getting a good few kilograms of peppers. But let's have a quick look through here and see what's going on. Got some both chilies, I think, or what's that? Ají piña, actually. And let's go through here. So I have unplugged, you can see here I've unplugged the hydroponics controller. I've also unplugged that one. So this hasn't been running again for 2 weeks. But these plants, they aren't showing any detriment, which is very strange. I really thought that these ones specifically would probably show the most damage at this point, but they're still quite healthy, and still got some peppers growing here, and we'll see if they ripen up. I've been picking loads and loads of peri from the back corner over here. I've just had so many at the back end of the season that I have a massive source for you guys coming very soon. In the next, I think, 2 weeks or so, I should be ready to go with that one. And yeah, it's still looking pretty good in here. Not as depressing as what it looks like in the polytunnel. But yeah, can't complain. These chocolate super hots, I think these are the chocolate Fatali Gourmet Jigsaw. We have quite a few of those suddenly coming through. They really took their time. Didn't have too many on the early season, but now we've got quite a few here. So I'll be picking those as well and adding them into a sauce. Anyway, let's get outside and tell you about the giveaway. As I mentioned in the past, I have a tier on Patreon that if you sign up to it, you will get a variety of my seeds from my greenhouse and my polytunnel once a year, as long as you're signed up to that tier. And they include not only a variety of my peppers that I have, but also it includes some isolated peri seeds. For this video, I'm going to be giving away 3 packs of those seeds. So a variety from my greenhouse and my polytunnel, as well as some of my isolated peri seeds. And all you need to do to enter is leave a comment down below and finish that comment off with "Stay Spicy Chillichump," and you'll be in with a chance to win some of those seeds. Now, I'll send anywhere in the world. I've got no problem with that. Just check that you actually can receive the seeds. I know Australia can be a little bit funny with their customs, where they will actually confiscate the seeds, but I'll send it to anywhere in the world: South Africa, the US, obviously anywhere in Europe, anywhere in Africa. You tell me where you are, I will send them out to you. And make sure that you enter. I will draw as fairly as I can, so I'll use a random comment picker, and I will announce that very soon. If you don't want to rely on luck to get those seeds, then check me out on patreon.com/chillichump. Your support there means the world. Honestly, the patrons I already have that are supporting me month after month, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It really keeps me motivated to keep putting out content and improving my content as well. So thank you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, stay spicy.